Jennifer from Rain Your Health and Fitness. I'm the 8-week challenge coordinator, and I just wanted to go over some program highlights and things to expect and some housekeeping items as we start into the first week. So before we get started, let's talk about the 3 items that I'd like to get out of the way in week 1, which is to go ahead and complete this agreement. It's a personal fitness contract and schedule. What it does is it asks for teammates that you have outlined or have already identified, and your goals and major milestones. Those, if you need some help, not a problem. We'll go ahead and go over those. We'll write down some ideas that you have, and I'll be glad to help you refine those. Your schedule, and then your reminder system. That could be communicating between you and your team members. It could be a reminder on your phone. And then moving on, we have rewards and inspiration. So I'm big on rewards. If you need some ideas, feel free to talk to me. Hopefully they're non-food items, non-food rewards, and ways to reward yourself that are maybe treats in some way. My inspiration. So think about your why. Is there an event that you're looking forward to, possibly a family gathering? Those are the types of things that you might want to highlight as your inspiration on this particular form. So once you've knocked that out, at least draft 1, go ahead and send that my way, and we can work together to make sure that you have something that you're happy with and are willing to stick with through the 8 weeks. So that's part 1. Part 2 would be the payment. So just wanted to go ahead and remind you that payment is accepted in cash or check. Checks made payable to Rain Your Health and Fitness. And lastly, the part is to join and or create a 3-person team. So for instance, if you were able to recruit a friend for this particular experience and you need another teammate, that's fine. We're forming teams through the first week. And so what that means is by the end of week 1, we'll be able to secure our 3-person teams for the duration of the challenge. So moving on, wanted to go ahead and share a few of the documents that you would be getting or have access to in terms of your 8-week challenge toolkit. So starting with this sheet, it's basically an info sheet kind of going over what I'm talking to you about today. Talks about the details of the challenge, the dates, my contact info, and then the commitment requirements. So one of the things that is most important is that we get your check-ins, and it's important because we want to, for the beginning, we want to go ahead and set up your benchmarks, where you're starting at. And so what that includes is a weigh-in, and it includes a fit test and measurements as well. And one of the things that's new is we also have 3 levels of a fit test. So most of you are interested in level 1, but if you're on the fence and want to know about level 2 and level 3, I'd be glad to go over those standards as well. The dates of the challenge is provided here in the packet. It's the important dates on the calendar. So it talks about the duration of the challenge, the different workshops, and the Super Saturday workouts, and other events that we have scheduled. Will be there on the calendar. We went ahead and talked about the different levels of measurement. So here's just a sample of the fit test, kind of the different components that we go through. So it's going to be your age, your gender, your weight, height, and then your measurements on this front page. On the back page is where we do your fit test, and it has all of the elements and explanation and the timing components. So let's go ahead and move on to the how do you earn tokens. We have a handout here that kind of illustrates all of the different types of activities and events and things that you can be doing to earn tokens. So the token system is essentially where you can perform different acts and earn points as a team. And how that fits into the challenge is that you'll be eligible to win prizes either on an individual level and or on a team level. So ways that you can earn some team points are by doing classes, so maybe a Zumba class or a spin class, group training that's offered Monday through Saturday, roughly about on the hour. So please feel free to check at the front desk. workshops that we have that are scheduled on the calendar: self-care, food log, team check-ins. So as I indicated, we're going to be finalizing teams this first week. One of the things that I want to highlight is that we have one return participant maximum per team. Things that you'll want to discuss amongst each other is how are you going to communicate amongst yourselves. Figure out a team name, maybe some goals that you want to work on. Teamwork, how are you going to work together to achieve earning points through this token system. Last two things I want to go over are the food log, self-care, and just wanted to also show you the token tracker that you'll be handing in weekly that are available at the front desk after you've handed in the previous week's activities. You'll always be able to get the blank sheets at the front desk. This one is the food log. So let's talk about the food log. What we're asking, it's completely optional, but one way to earn tokens. And if you log at least 5 of the 7 days, you can earn tokens that way. Lastly, the self-care part is another way that you can earn points. And it's 5 out of 7 days. And what I'm asking is 7 minutes is what you dedicate to yourself. And that can be done in journaling, it can be done in meal prepping or prayer, any type of activity that adds and aids to your wellness. So that's all I've got for right now, but please be sure to look on the email, on this Facebook page, on the RHF page, I believe I just mentioned. So just keep your eyes peeled and I'll be sending more info your way.